Hey there kids, welcome back to Sunday School. My name is Abigail and I'm a teacher here at Community Christian Church of Moore Park. And today we're going to be talking about the story about Jacob's dream. So let's go ahead and watch the story for today's video.
My brother tricked me and my father too. I'm going to kill him. The angry voice of Esau rang out in the silence of the camp. Esau had come home and found out that Isaac had given the birthright blessing to Jacob. Jacob and Esau's mother, Rebekah, heard what Esau had said. "You must leave this house immediately," she told Jacob. "Hurry to your uncle Laban's house in Haran. Stay there until your brother gets over being so angry. Then you can come back home again." Isaac also thought it was a good idea for Jacob to go to visit his uncle. "If you stay there, you might marry a Canaanite girl who worships idols. That would never do. Your uncle has some daughters who are lovely girls. They worship the true God. I want you to marry one of them," Isaac said. Jacob obeyed his father and left for his long journey to visit his uncle Laban. One evening he stopped to a camp along the way. He found a smooth stone for a pillow and lay on the ground to sleep. When you sleep, do you ever dream? Sometimes we have good dreams and sometimes we have very scary dreams. But Jacob had a beautiful dream. He dreamed that a stairway reached from the ground all the way into heaven. In the long ladder, he saw angels going up and down. And who do you think was at the top of the ladder? God. Jacob heard God say, "I am the God of your grandfather Abraham and your father Isaac. The ground you are lying on is yours. I will give it to you and your children and your children's children. You will be the father of a great nation. There will be many children, and they will populate this land." God also had promised to be with Jacob's family and protect them. Then Jacob woke up. "I've stumbled into a heaven where God lives," he exclaimed. The next morning Jacob got up very early and placed the stone on which he had been sleeping on its side. It was like an altar. He poured olive oil on it and named this special place Bethel. He prayed, "Oh God, if you protect me and give me food and shelter on this journey, I will always remember you as the true God. This place will be a very special place for worship." As he began his journey down the path to the strange, far-off land, Jacob felt like a very different person inside, because God had told him he was not alone anymore. Jacob continued his journey, and after many days of traveling, he came near Haran. Some shepherds were waiting by a well with their sheep. Jacob asked them if they knew his uncle Laban. "Yes," they said, "and look, there's his daughter Rachel. She's bringing his sheep for water." Jacob looked and saw a beautiful girl coming to the well with her flock of sheep and goats. He came forward and removed the heavy stone that covered the mouth of the well. Then he told her who he was. Full of excitement, Rachel ran to tell her father. Laban came hurrying out to welcome Jacob and to take him home. Jacob and Laban with his sheep for a month. Then Laban said, "Just because you're a relative, that's no reason why I shouldn't pay you for your work. What do you want?" "I will work for you 7 years if you will let me marry Rachel," said Jacob. By now he loved her very much. Laban agreed. When the 7 years were ended, a great marriage feast was arranged. At nightfall in the darkness, Laban brought Jacob his bride. But when the next morning dawned, Jacob found that the woman he had married was not Rachel, but Leah, Rachel's older sister. "What sort of trick is this?" Jacob raged at Laban. "I worked 7 years for Rachel. What do you mean by this trickery?" Now he understood what it felt like to be cheated. "It's not our custom to marry off a younger daughter ahead of her sister," Laban replied. "But you may marry Rachel next week if you promise to work another 7 years. At that time, and in the culture, men often had more than one wife in spite of God's dislike of their custom. So Jacob agreed to work another 7 years. He was married to both sisters, but he always loved Rachel more. Jacob no doubt came to realize that the deception he had caused against his father was wrong as the deception Laban had planned. God forgave Jacob and Laban, but they had to live with the problems and the deceptions they caused.
Your guys' memory verse for this week is Genesis 28:15, which says, I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go. I want this to be a reminder to you guys throughout this whole entire story that even though Jacob had sinned against his father, his brother, and God, that God still forgave him and still provided a way for him, and still gave him life, and he still was alive. God didn't just get extremely mad at him and hate him, rather he loved him. And I think that that's such a great example that when we mess up and when we make a mistake, that God will forgive us as well. So I hope that that is a reminder for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do some worship with Miss Lewis.
Hi, boys and girls. I would like to teach you a song today. It's called the Bible. And before we start, I thought, I'd look around the room and I'd get a couple Bibles out and show you what they look like. And I found so many of them. You're not even going to believe this. Here is a children's NIV Bible for kids. Here is another one about the beginner's Bible. Here is another children's Bible where all the verses are done in rhymes. And these are books that I used to use when I taught the kids how to sing in Sunday school a long, long time ago. Here is a paperback version of the Holy Bible, a hard copy of the Holy Bible, and I have one more version of the Bible here on my phone. Boys and girls, that is 6 copies of the Bible. Oh my gosh, how many people have? And that is just a small room, this tiny little room over here. So it's a very good book, and I thought it would be very fun to teach you the song today, the Bible. So here we go. I want you to put your hands out in front of you like you're reading a very good book, the Holy Bible. And I want you to sing the Bible. And then I want you to point to yourself and sing, yes, that's the book for me. Put your hands on your hip and stomp your feet. I stand alone on the word of God. And then put your hands back out. The Bible. Let's do that one more time. The Bible. Point to yourself. Yes, that's the book for me. Hands on your hips and stomp your feet. Stand alone on the word of God. And back out to your hands. The Bible. All right, now I'm going to play piano for you. So my hands can't be doing that. My hands are going to be busy playing the piano. But maybe our helper. Yeah, that's what a helper does, right? They help us. So maybe they can do the hand signs for you. And the words are up there for the helper so that they can read them too. All right, here we go. The Bible. Yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the word of God. The Bible. On the word of God, the Bible. I hope you enjoyed that song, boys and girls. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Okay? Bye. And this one is called Down in My Heart. So the words go like this. I've got the joy down in my heart. And when we say the word joy, we're going to put our hands up like, yay, like you're really happy. Like if you were to bounce up and down, right? When you're really happy, you would move your hands around. I've got the joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I got the joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. Now the red verse says, I've got the love of Jesus down in my heart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap my arms around myself and I'm just going to go back and forth because that's what the love of Jesus reminds me of. When I think of God loving me and Jesus loving me, it's kind of like my mommy or my daddy were giving me a great big hug. And I feel so safe and I feel so content when I'm with them. And so you're just going to put your arms around yourself. I've got the love of Jesus down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And once again, when I am here and playing the piano for you, I can't do all the hand signs, so that's something you need somebody to help you with, okay? You just have to remember to do it by yourself. Here we go. I've got the joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. That's it, boys and girls. I had fun worshiping with you once again. Have a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. That in this video, I can't do all the hand signs with you because my fingers are going to be busy playing piano for you, okay? So let's go ahead and sing Do Lord together. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Way beyond the blue. I got a home in glory land and outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Way beyond the blue. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Way beyond the blue. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. Way beyond the blue. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, do remember me. Way beyond the blue. Awesome, boys and girls. I enjoyed worshiping with you this morning. I hope you have a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.
And now we are going to get on to our crafts. We have 2 crafts for today, so you guys can go ahead and first go ahead and pull out, well, all of your sheets of paper actually. So there should be 3 sheets of paper, and you guys can go ahead and pull them out, and let's go ahead and do some fun crafts. All right, so for this page, the first thing that you guys are going to do is go ahead and color both of these pages. You guys don't have to color the ladder because you're going to be using popsicle sticks here soon. So I'm going to go ahead and color all of this, and I will catch you in just a second. Alright, so the next thing that you guys are going to do is you guys are going to go ahead and cut out your clouds and your angels. Now, I only did 3 because you guys are not going to need all of them. And same with the clouds. You probably only need like 3 clouds maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. All right, so now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and start building up my ladder. So you guys have popsicle sticks. I'm not sure which size you guys have, but I'm gonna go ahead and build it. I also cannot glue anything down because you guys are gonna be the ones using these popsicle sticks, so I can't use them. But basically what you're gonna do is you're just going to put your popsicle sticks down. Some of them might have to overlap because the length is too long. So you're going to go like this. And then you're going to use all of your baby ones to go across on the top like this. If I can do that. And then after you have all your popsicle sticks on, again, I can't really glue anything, but I'm just going to be able to show you guys what it would look like. So then you can take your angels and your clouds, and you guys can glue them on top of the ladder. Like this. And this was why we couldn't have, that's why we couldn't have more clouds and angels, because they wouldn't all fit. So that's what your craft looks like for today. All right, kids, so for you guys' next activity, you guys have this sheet right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and color it so you guys can do the exact same thing. Alrighty guys, so then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut out around the hill. I didn't really color around the hill, but you guys can if you guys would like to. Man, these scissors are not my favorite. Okay, and then you guys are going to cut around the dotted line around your guys' gate. Just make sure that you don't cut off the little white flaps. If you can see on my page, I have those white flaps that I didn't color because we're going to be gluing those down here shortly. Whoops. All right, so now that I have this cut out, I'm going to go ahead and bend each side that has a little flap on it. And I'm just going to kind of move this little paper around kind of like this, just so that I can get some bent in it, because we're going to end up gluing it down like this. But I just want to make sure that I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm just going to bend the paper just a little bit, just so that you can get like a very 3D effect. And then you guys are going to put some glue on this little line right here. Just a couple dots of glue, like so. And then you guys are going to match up the little flaps that are on your little brick wall with the glue lines here. Just gonna press it down, make sure that it sticks. Uh-oh. You guys might have a little bit of problems with the glue. If you guys have tape, I actually think that that might work a lot better and easier. So if you guys do have that, that might work better. All right, there we go. And that's what it should look like. It's a little 3D well.
I hope that you guys all have a great week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, kids.